This current culture amongst niggas are highly influenced by music, probably more than anything else in the world right now, and Lil Uzi and Playboi Carti are the most popular when it comes to these young kids and the influence with music, yet they are not using their influence to do anything positive to the community. Just think about it for a second. Isn't it crazy that Uzi got his fans on Twitter yelling at niggas because they got his pronouns wrong, yet he can't. Xlirt has a vendetta against Playboi Carti. Xlirt has a vendetta against Lil Uzi Vertical. As time progresses, niggas stay the same. There's this culture amongst niggas that are highly influenced by music, rap music that promotes degenerate behavior we've always had and or were perceived to have pretty much for all of our history. I mean, these rappers are so influential, they can get niggas to do anything.
The second song I've ever heard by Future is Dirty Sprite, off the first Dirty Sprite mixtape. And that shit had me wanting to sip lean at like 11, 12 years old, bro.
They're that influential to the black community because we don't really have anyone else except like Jordan or Jackson, maybe Obama, fucking Miles Morales.
Hey, fuck nigga, what you said? What you said, fuck nigga?
So I am upset that Playboi Carti and Lil Uzi Vertical are some of the most influential artists right now to our yet they're promoting bullshit. They don't use any of that influence for anything positive for our community. Remember when niggas used to wear suits? Like in the 50s and stuff. Like, just look at these pictures. We used to dress an entirely different way just half a century ago. We also used to carry ourselves a totally different way back then. I mean, yeah, of course, Jim Crow laws and shit, we basically had to suck it all up and get perms and jobs, you know what I'm saying? But the philosophy that kind of got us to the freedom was to show them, the white man, that we can be just as proper and sophisticated and creative and fucking human and quote-unquote civilized as them. I don't fully agree with this lyric, but
put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on.
I'll be right. I really don't like. I'll be right.
Let's remember, Martin was the one who was looked at as highly influential and positive and the one that saved us and you know, got the Civil Rights Act signed and all that shit. It doesn't matter what actually happened. That is how they are perceived today. But I'm not even talking about all that. That's just to show how influence works and passes throughout the culture. The way we dressed back then was reflective of the music and the culture and everything surrounding it. Same way now, niggas dressing Rick Owens and opium and whatever the fuck is popular now because of their influences, the culture. I know it's not only music, but I'm only going to focus on music for this. The black music of the 50s and 60s were beautiful, classy, talented, poised, and niggas fit that into their lifestyle with those suits and, you know, whatever else they dressed in back then. Their style was reflective of the culture. This current culture amongst niggas are highly influenced by music, probably more than anything else in the world right now, and Lil Uzi and Playboi Carti are the most popular when it comes to these young kids and the influence with music, yet they are not using their influence to do anything positive to the community. And if your defense is that they can do whatever they want, who cares? Then if they don't do anything, then who will? We don't have many famous black figures, and if they are, they just get out the hood and do nothing. They do nothing. They don't help us at all. Like, just listen to me for a second. Isn't it crazy that Uzi has niggas on Twitter defending his pronouns, but he can't get niggas to, like, I don't know, work on prison reform or something, help out the community, something positive. I don't know about politics, but I do know that there's something better he could be doing with his influence than telling niggas to fuck bitches, get money, and kill niggas. You know what I'm saying? This is gospel, bro. He's perpetuating in glorifying degenerate culture, the opposite of what got us out of the fucking shit we was in 200, 300, 400 years ago. But now it's a commodity. Now it's cool. Now it's fun. And instead of actually talking about the horrors of it, which he doesn't need to talk about the horrors of it, but he could at least inspire his fans to aspire to something else, to want to be bigger than.
And down can go nowhere, we ran down. What them niggas saying now? Not a motherfucking thing. Catch you with your pants down.
Bro, we got back on their ass, I bet they know this.
If all this music is just bullshit, sex, money, drugs, then it's gonna carry on to the youth. They're gonna do the same thing. The cycle repeats itself. We're never gonna get anywhere. And look, before y'all call me all sorts of, you know what I'm saying, I just want to preface that I don't like Dr. Umar at all, okay? But I just happened to be watching a playback video and he says something that I actually agree with.
Us though. Because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for. Let's be honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s. I don't need a man because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We created that. And then we want to act like we didn't play a role.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. And why is she going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need. We are not. They out there killing themselves right now. What we doing about it? Unemployed black males, what we doing about it? Pants sagging,
Put your
weed
fucking
smoking.
pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on.
So let's talk about this degenerate culture. Long story short, everything we have, our accent, our extreme vanity and pride and sexuality and promiscuity, and we get hot over stupid shit, duels, wasting money on the hottest trends, over sexual nature, overly aggressive masculinity, and most important, just the disregard for human life. All of that came from rednecks. Slaves got it from their masters, and it was in the South in general, so we just all picked it up. And then we migrated to Chicago and Detroit and LA and took that shit with us. And now that culture is our culture. And our culture is what is popular amongst all youth in America. So our kids adopt it, and then they become degenerates. They are in love with this. So then the youth adopt it. They grow up, and then we get a bunch of 6ix9ines and TKs and bad babies and fucking Lil Tays everywhere. We watch them ruin their lives, and then we laugh at it, and then wait 5 years for the next group of dumbasses to come and take our culture and do the same shit. And I don't care that Katy Perry can wear braids. I don't give a fuck. But when they take the negative parts of it, when they take the horrible sides of it, the shit that's gonna get them in trouble, and they play with it, and we laugh at them for playing with it, then that strikes a nerve with me. Because it's not just Lil Tay, it's not just 6ix9ine, it's TK, it's our niggas, it's us. It's Juice WRLD listening in the future and saying, yeah, I want to try perks too. I want to get on codeine too. And I'm not saying all these niggas gotta be all preachy and shit like Martin. I'm just saying they can use their influence for good. Any type of good. Anything. An example are these influencers and YouTubers, these streamers. They get the kids off the streets at night so they can watch their streams. What has Cardi or Uzi taught you other than to fuck Asian bitch? I was watching a clip of Flight reacting to Chris from Mr. Beast's crew, and every time Chris showed up, this nigga would just have this stank face on him, right? It's fucked up but funny. And I thought to myself, if Cardi started talking about fucking trans girls, niggas will start loving trans. At the end of the day, I love rap. I love all of these rappers. All these niggas are so cool, and I still get some type of inspiration from them. It doesn't have to be some preachy Martin Luther King shit. It's something. And I applaud niggas for doing something different. I applaud Yachty for making a psych rock album and showing the youth that they can do something other than just fucking rap. I even applaud Uzi for putting Baby Metal and Bring Me the Horizon on his album, showing them that they can be in the other genres too. I even applaud Youngboy for just being vulnerable in general. I know Kanye did it like 20 years ago, but I applaud him for showing the new youth that they can be in touch with their feelings. They don't gotta smoke all day to forget the pain. They don't gotta do whatever fuck Juice WRLD did to forget it, bro. They can be, I'm sorry. But that is my vendetta. That is my gospel. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Just like. That's all you need to do. Just like it. That's all you need to do. Don't comment. Just like. And Xlirt, nigga.
I'm just trying to be a nerd in fucking peace, nigga.